Do you think Kobe Bryant's legacy would be the same without his 5 rings? Would Michael Jordan be many people's GOAT without his 6 championships? Maybe, maybe not. But now I have a simple question I want all of you young basketball players out there to ask yourselves. Will you look back on your basketball career with regret if you don't achieve your specific goals? It's been a really strange week for me. I am 2 years removed from my time playing at Colgate, and yet seeing the team lose in the semifinals of the Patriot League tournament last Sunday was quite heartbreaking. It made me realize you don't know just how connected you are to a team, a program, or even a school until you see them lose and you literally feel sick to your stomach. But that loss got me thinking. The most important thing I learned in my 5 years at Colgate, even with all the big wins, all the championships and court stormings, is that it's about the process, not the results. Even saying that out loud feels strange. Like, if I'm being completely honest with myself, would I feel the same way about my college career if I had 0 championships instead of 4? It's impossible to say, but my guess would be no. And yet I strive every day to be a process-driven player. Even more importantly, I strive to be a process-oriented person. I wanted to put this to the test, so this past week in my professional game, I wasn't going to worry about my stats. I didn't even care if we won the game. I only had one goal. I would just have as much fun as possible. So I'd smile a lot, live in the moment, and enjoy the parts about the game that I don't really think about that much nowadays. Y'all are gonna laugh at me, but I was literally listening to the way the sneakers squeak on the court. Warm-ups were a blast because I felt so loose. I wasn't caring if my shots went in or not. It really felt like being back at recess or in my driveway as a kid. I just tried to savor every moment of being able to play that particular game. And this game ended up being the perfect test. I was really aggressive, especially in transition, which is something that I've been trying to focus on. I got overly excited when my teammates were making big plays. I was talking more than usual throughout the game, and my energy level was just really high because I was having so much fun. And I had a pretty good game, but we lost. Actually, our team played one of our worst games of the season. It was a must-win game against a Belgian team at the bottom of the standings, and we didn't show up. So how did I feel afterwards? Was I feeling positive and focusing on the process of my approach to the game? Or was I feeling negative because of the result of a loss? Honestly, it was a mix. I was disappointed we lost, but I felt good about how I approached the game and the energy I brought. It reinforced to me that focusing on the process can help you stay positive even when the results don't go your way. So many of you have big goals. You have dreams of making varsity, of playing in college, or maybe even going pro. But it's really easy to forget why you fell in love with basketball in the first place. Was it so you could get a scholarship offer or score 20 points in a high school game? My guess is no. My guess is when you first started playing basketball, you loved just dribbling everywhere or shooting around with friends at the park or dunking on a mini hoop in your driveway. For those of you who do have a goal of playing at the next level, it's so easy to get caught up in rankings and offers and percentages. Believe me, I know this more than anyone. Basketball is my job, so I'm constantly worrying if I'm doing enough to continue my career. And that can get really stressful. And having big goals is not bad at all. It should keep you focused on the process of daily improvement. In high school, my lofty goals made everything pretty simple. I was gonna work my ass off every day to give myself just a chance of playing at the college level. If that kind of drive doesn't sound like you or your son or daughter, that's fine. But you might wanna skip ahead a minute or so of this video. Now, if it does sound like you, then you know how lonely this path can be. You might be the only one on your team or even in your town who's really serious about playing at the next level. And that's exactly why we started Hacking Hoops. This is not just another basketball resource, this is a community of players, parents, and coaches who share your passion for getting better and playing at the next level, whether that's varsity, college, or beyond. And it's not just about the future, it's about helping you with your game today. Inside our community, you'll get expert advice, feedback on your game and training, and answers from those of us who've been there before. Answers like, how do I stay confident when my game isn't going well? How do I stop worrying about what others think when I play aggressively? Should I try out for that sponsored AAU team? When should I start contacting college coaches and what should I say? These are all questions I was asking when I was in high school. And if we don't have the answer, we'll find someone who does, whether that's a coach, a player, or an expert who can help. I can't say this enough. I wish I had a resource like this when I was in high school. My family had to figure everything out on our own. Now you don't have to guess. And we believe in this so much that we're offering a 30-day free trial. No strings attached, so to me, it's really a no-brainer. Links to the community and some of our free resources are in this video's description. Okay, so Stephen Bartlett, host of one of my favorite podcasts, The Diary of a CEO, has a really interesting way of dissecting this balance between the process and results. He calls it the discipline equation. Basically, discipline equals the value of a result plus the reward from the process of pursuing a result minus the cost that comes from the pursuit. So in basketball terms, if your goal is to get a college offer, then your daily discipline is going to equal the value of getting a college offer, plus all you learn in your journey to getting that offer, minus all the tough moments and sacrifices that you have to make along the way. This equation applies to everything in life, even making these YouTube videos. The discipline to keep creating content equals the value of growing my channel and audience, plus the reward of connecting with all of you and improving some of the skills I've learned along the way, minus the time it takes to plan, film, and edit each video. And here's why this is so important. What I've realized throughout my basketball career is that nothing is guaranteed or given to you. Success is outside of your control. How your career plays out is actually outside of your control. So you can't put all your eggs in the basket of achieving an end goal because life can be random and unfair. Instead, I believe every young player should be asking themselves, why do I do what I do? When I started making these YouTube videos over a year and a half ago, I wasn't doing it to make a ton of money or become super famous. I did it because I found making videos really fun and I loved interacting with all of you. And I still love those things. That is what continues to push me all this time later. If I had only 100 subscribers right now, I think I'd still be making videos because my why is so clear to me. Okay, I might have given up by now, I'll be honest. My last piece of advice is this. If you want to make varsity or play in college or even get to the NBA, start small. Go write down the 3 things you need to do every day that are in your control that will elevate your chances of reaching that end goal. Remember, you can never be sure something will happen in your favor. Nothing is guaranteed, but you can put yourself in the best position possible by understanding where you are now and where you want to go. And that is really all we can do, guys. Focus on the process, enjoy the journey, and let the results take care of themselves. And check out this video on why your team might need a ball hog and why it should be you. As always, I appreciate you all for the support. Big things are coming, and I will talk to you soon.